All right, I think I'm live. Welcome on the laptop, less technical difficulties. So, yeah, my plan for this channel. First, I'm just gonna, there we go, get my window set. Get comfortable, get situated, have a sip of coffee. Namaste. My wife got that one just for me. I got another one that says Zen. So, yeah, I was thinking, well, this is kind of random, but I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I make soap. So soon I plan on doing a tutorial on how to make soap because I'm out of soap. So I need to make more soap. So I'm going to record the process. I might even just live stream some of it, while I'm doing it. And then uh, I want to like chop up the video or, I want to edit a video and make like a how-to soap tutorial where people could actually watch it and learn how to make their own soap because it's not that hard. And I think it's a good thing because not all, but most of the soap you buy is just made from synthetic ingredients. Like I was looking at, what was that? I think it's either Dove. Yeah, I think the Dove bars are made from hydrogenated oils, which is just not a natural product. It's closer to plastic. So yeah, I was going to do that. Of course, I'll just continue to have my random live streams where I talk and just ramble and ponder and maybe just pause and stare blankly at the camera. I caught Quinn Michaels. Is that the guy's name? I just subscribed to him. Not really aware of, I need to be more aware of like other YouTubers and, but I barely have time to do this and change dirty diapers and work and dishes. I do a lot of dishes. I try to. Probably like 30%, 40%. It's weird how I break things into percentages. So yeah, I want to have guests. That was my original plan, is to have interviews, have guests, just conversations, just talking about stuff. I don't want to limit it. I don't want to limit it to, it's just to whatever I want to talk about. It might be taboo stuff, government conspiracies, or just could be like making soap, just something, I don't know, whatever I want. This is my channel. Talk about whatever I want to talk about. And I encourage people to do the same, make their own channels and just reach out. I don't know. Speak out. Let your voice be heard so that the rest of us can know what's out there, who's out there. Is it like they're trying to tell us? You get these impressions, and I hear people say things, but are they true? About how people are lost, people are bad, people are stupid. We all have the capacity to be those things. But whatever you put energy towards, that's what you're going to create. So I'd rather focus on the more positive aspects of humans. We have great potential. Great potential. But I think that potential is being kind of suppressed right now. I mean, think of the great periods in history, the Renaissance, or just where there were, new ideas, free thinkers. It just seems like we've fallen into a rut. And it's like the problem of when I was listening to Watts. Almost everything I think about relates to something he said. But Alan Watts, that is. When you defeat all your enemies, after you defeat all your enemies, and then there's nothing to fight against, and the enemies could be metaphorical, they could be obstacles, man versus nature kind of thing, or just problems, enemies, not necessarily enemies in battle, but could be. But when you defeat all your enemies and there's nothing to fight against anymore, you become weak. And the ones that are fighting are the ones that are constantly becoming stronger, or the ones that are facing problems. And that's just how the universe works. That's just how things work. If you don't exercise your muscles, you get weak. If you don't exercise your brain, you get dumb. And we as humans, probably for most of our existence, have been exercising certain sets of muscles in our brains, specifically more of our brains, like talking more brains than body, because you can always, go work out or whatever. But have become, as civilizations and societies have developed, we've become more and more dependent on those, and less independent, self-sufficient. Smaller communities have gone to larger communities. We've always been dependent on the small community, on the tribe, and that's the norm throughout history. So people they've had to work hard, they've had to fight, they've had to struggle. And now we don't have that struggle anymore. Most of us don't, as far as to eat, to sleep in a dry place. We have a variety, people that live in a variety of conditions as far as income levels and the kind of things they can afford to buy. But as Westerners, we're for the most part fed. And our struggle is over. So, hey, maybe just a random idea, maybe the homeless people of the world, people of the, maybe like the schizophrenics, like the outcasts of society that have been just like the rejects that have just struggle. They're the ones that are like going to evolve, all of a sudden they're like develop psychic powers and become this new super species and whatever. I'm going off on a tangent now, but that's okay. My point is, though, exercise. And that's all I'm saying. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is I'm trying to exercise my speech. I'm trying to exercise my mind. And I'm looking for people. I'm looking for a community that are asking questions that I haven't even thought of yet, but that I still want to know the answer to. That's really what it's all about. It's the right question. If you're a seeker, forget your questions, because all your questions are meaningless. You have to find the right question. Anyways, that statement's probably meaningless. Everything can be, I don't know. Continue the nothing doctrine. So anyways, that's it. That's my plan. The channel. Maybe some tutorial videos. So maybe some other things. I want to get into gardening. Probably going to take my selfie stick out to some trails, some nature trails. There's some woods around here. There's a trail. There's not a no trespassing sign. I've walked it, but it's probably private property. When I was a child, I used to resent private property. A teenager specifically, I would walk anywhere and everywhere, surrounded by woods mainly, but still, houses here and there. I'd try to avoid the houses. I'd try to avoid being seen, because I realized that would freak people out to see somebody walking across their land or their yard. So I'd stick to the wilderness areas. I would love to just get lost in the woods and find my way home. Not even think about where I am or where I'm going. Just walk and just walk with a fury off, away into the unknown, and then find your way back. That's what life is. That's what we do. And we're in the part right now where we've been thrust out into the unknown and we're finding our way back. We're somewhere in the middle of that process. And if we had all the answers, we wouldn't be here. That's all I can think of. We don't know because we're not meant to know and not supposed to know. Now, when you use that phrase, supposed by who? It always, you have to ask that. People use this phrase, supposed to be. It's not supposed to be. It's not meant to be. Maybe, but you have to ask the question, supposed by who? Who is the supposer? You? Someone else? God? So, anyways, what is supposed to be? But really, the more important question is, who is the one supposing? And does it really matter? But I think if we would know if we wanted to know. We have all the answers. That doesn't mean stop seeking, though. It's like you said, it's that process of going into the unknown, then finding your way home. And it's like, when you're a kid climbing up high and dropping down that slide. You do it over and over again. But that's what we do. We're just kids on a playground. That's what I think. I like that. It makes me feel happy to think that than to think that uh, we're we are this creation, this flawed creation that needs redemption. Uh, we come into this world as already starting off on the wrong foot because of a common ancestor. So we must face judgment. We must make the right choices. We must study hard. We must discern what is the truth and choose wisely because your very soul, your very life is at stake. I don't believe in it. I don't buy it. I don't believe it. Um, I believe in compassion. I believe in love. I don't believe in a God that's going to strike anyone down for making a wrong choice about what to believe about an abstract reality that we can't see or feel or touch that may or may not exist. I can't believe in a God that's going to expect us to take all the data, all the information from the world, and punish us for making a wrong choice, basically. And that's always been my biggest argument against following some of the religions because, now if they had just said, hey, try this way of life, if Christians would just say, hey, accept Jesus and things will be good for you and just left it at that, it's fine. I might try it. But the part where if you don't, you're going to burn in an eternal hell, I mean, it's like, it's pretty good. It's like, what's the worst thing you can imagine? It's like, well, getting lit on fire and never being put out. Wow. Dang. I mean, that would be a horrible way to die, for one. Just imagine like burning to death or burning up in a fire, and people do. And it's terrible. But wow, that's harsh. They got to make it harsh so people are scared. Like, whoa, well, all right, sure, I believe. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to burn on fire forever. It's a scare tactic. Anybody that uses scare tactic, suspect, question, including ancient religions. Islam guilty as I'm sure as well. So we are children children at play in the fields of the Lord. You ever hear that movie? John Lithgow. They go into the Amazon. They're trying to convert uh, the locals to Christianity. I think it's got Daryl Hannah in it too. Pretty good movie. Good movie. Make sure my ringer's on. I am going to work today. I am excited about that. It's Monday. Yay. I love Mondays. I'm going to work. Going to work. Going to work. All right. So my fruit basket. I don't know if that was in my last live stream. I've been eating a ton of fruit. Pineapples and such. They're all over there. They're ready. A lot of them's ready. And I dry it. Cut the fruit, dry it. Maybe I'll do a tutorial video on that. But that's pretty much it. And just cut it up, put it in a dehydrator. You gotta have a dehydrator. Whew, I think I've done good, keeping the flow, the Tao. The Tao means for Tao as in Taoism, as in I Ching. Tao means flow. Actually, it means the way. Literal translation is the way. And the Taoist tries to just be in that flow all the time by just, I don't know. They have all kinds of weird techniques. But I am. And I'm not even sure of that. The I am is the ego. And I notice we humans tend to we phrase things, and it's hard to speak without speaking in terms of my experience and what I want, and because that's all we know. But really, we don't exist. We're just like an eye. We're a lens. We're a unique perspective on the universe. Always from this perspective. It's like we're one camera angle. It's like you can't move. There's the event is real, but we're just like we're the audience. We're the actors. We're the producers all at once. And it's all a big show. And we play all these parts, but we don't know though that we're playing these parts. We're not sure. Unless you do know, and then you experience, and that's what they call like an awakening or enlightenment, when you realize experientially that you are simultaneously doing all these things. You are the creator, you are the creature. But yeah, so the actors the actors think their drama is real. The audience thinks the drama they're witnessing is real. If it's good, they really get into it. But on a level, they know it's not real. The producer, does his part to make it the best that he can. The director, that would be God in this analogy, if God exists. But again, that we are all we are that producer, actor, director, and it's all a show. It's all for fun. There is no purpose, but it's just, well, I mean, fun is a bad word. It's not for fun. It's for it. A flower is for a flower. Life is the purpose. It doesn't have a purpose. There's no point. There's no place that you're going to find in the universe that sums up the meaning of it all. I'm like, oh, okay, here it is. We can encapsulate this and say, this now describes the reason for everything. The reason for everything is everything. Hopefully I've made some sense at all. It's 8:30. I wonder if I should call my nephew. Could be my one viewer. I doubt it, though. He's probably either sleeping or on his way here. Do not know. It's Monday morning. It's nice. It's cold. It's cold. It's been hot and it's cold. I'm looking at the forecast. It's going to get hot. That helps me enjoy this last bit of cold. They say it's good to experience the extreme elements. Have you seen this? You go, get yourself warm first, and you raise your body temperature. They do this to the kids. I saw this video, and then they put them in a sauna and then take them out in the snow. And it's like that shock. It's supposed to be good for your immune system. It's like nature's vaccine, just shocks your system. So I am enjoying this last little cold snap because it is going to get hot here in the South. Oh boy, I've covered a lot. I've talked about a lot of stuff. I've rambled. I felt like I had a pretty good rant. Talked about making my soap and doing that tutorial. Talked about religion and existence. My views on who and what we are. And now, I'm always bad at goodbyes. Bad at goodbyes. I heard my computer make a sound. Don't know what that was. It's like a ding. So what I'm doing, just in case, okay, here's what I'll do at the end. I know what I need to do at the end. I need to put in my little plug for this channel, Modiferito 2, where I'm live streaming now, but I plan to download, and if anybody's interested on how to download YouTube videos, I got an easy way to do it. It's called Documents, I think, by Readle or something. Anyways, so I download this video, and I'm going to upload it to my main channel, Modiferito, that has more subscribers. And I will put a link in the description where you can subscribe to Modiferito 2, which will hopefully be the new channel to go to watch all my videos and live streams. But for now, I'm keeping these both going so I can do live streams. I like live streams. I don't like recording and uploading, but I got to do it for now. And, I plan on promoting the channel. I plan on, I say I'm doing this for myself, and I'm talking about nothing, but at the same time, I realize, I want people to watch, and I want to try to provide some kind of content has some kind of meaning, and people might enjoy or get at least something out of. So I'm trying here, people. I'm trying a little bit. So, but I will be doing some promoting, to get more subscribers, to try to make it more fun. I'll be trying to get more guests, people to talk to make it more interesting. And I welcome comments, suggestions. And if you are a fan, the only thing I ask is share links, share the video, or just, ask people to subscribe or tell people check out my live stream. My videos aren't something it's like, hey, watch this guy rant for 33 minutes about absolutely nothing. But it's more, hey, this guy goes live sometimes and says some profound things, and sometimes just makes an ass of himself. But you never know. You never know what you're going to get. So that's me. I want to give, I want to provide something for you and myself simultaneously. It's got to be full circle, If I make it all about me, it's no good. If I make it all about you, then I try too hard and it sucks. So it's all about that middle ground, that middle way. And then sometimes going astray, left or right, doesn't matter, up or down. Got to make it interesting. All right, I'm going to say goodbye. So if you're watching on Modiferito, the original channel, please go to Modiferito 2 and subscribe, and ring the bell so you will get notification of my live stream. And, talk to me. Suggest some topics, some ideas. I'll be around. Nothing that's too hard, though. Kind of lazy. I don't want to work too hard. Peace, everyone. Namaste. I'm out.